Hello all of you. Here we begin with the first class for average due date. Average due date and account current, they look very small chapters. If it is like face-to-face class, no, 3 hours you sit, of course, with a break and it's over. Average due date. Next day, it's like that. We are not going to rush like that. This is online class. We will learn all the concepts very slowly, but I'm saying weightage-wise, every exam 5 marks questions are coming. In the last question number 7. So almost like 10 marks is as good as your non-trading or any other major chapter is the weightage of this chapter. One 5 marks question from the average due date and one 5 marks question from the account current is fixed. Okay, right. So let us begin this average due date and account current. Now, yeah, as I start, what is the meaning of this chapter called as average due date? So many times it happens that transactions between the parties are repetitive and it's very routine. Suppose I am purchasing from Mr. Beans. So like every time I purchase, I make payment, purchase, I make payment. So it's almost like last month, because it was very festive season, 5 to 6 bills I have purchased, and every time Mr. Beans gives me 30 days time. So every bill's due date will be different. So now I'm saying, chalo, let me pay all the bills at a time. So if I pay it now, I will be at a loss. Abhi the last bill due date is time, no? If I say, okay, all the bills due, no, whatever is the due date of the last bill, I will pay. Mr. Beans is at loss. So average due date is a very beautiful concept. When you will study this, so practically it is very good. It is that whenever dues are to be settled, you come at average. You all know what is average in maths, we call it means. You come at an average date wherein neither of the parties are at loss, and on that date I will make you the payment. But if on average due date also if you don't make the payment, then I have to make late payment with interest. So many of the students, they feel at inter level in 11th, 12th, we have done, ma'am, average due date is very easy. In foundation, it is not that easy. After getting average due date, there are many things which are asked in that 5 marks problem. But like super easy, super beautiful, you don't have to do so much of analysis, what you have done in the other chapters earlier. So enjoy this small problem. शुरू करते हैं साथ में, ठीक है? Right. Average due date is a mean date on which single amount can be paid in lieu of several payments. Okay. So average due date technique of payment may be used. कहाँ use होता है? Market very important theory question. Give 4 cases where average due date is used or account current is used. In connection with settlement of contra accounts, you know, I have purchased from you, I have sold to you, so net amount you pay, but now on which date? I have purchased on different dates, I have sold on to which date? Average due date. In settlement of account between principal and agent, you know, principal, agent, consignor, consignee, I send you the goods, you sell it to third party, you keep the payment, after a month we will settle it with the help of the account sales. Yes. In calculating interest on partners' drawings are haphazard. They draw every month, maybe fixed amount and all. So how to charge interest? Calculating interest on the book debts, data, which is realized in part. Yes, this is done in case of partnership. So these are partnership, you know, when partnership firm is dissolved, you collect money from datas in bits. So I'm saying datas, we are closing the firm, 3 bills are due, pay karo or khatam karo, we are closing. He'll say, ma'am, 3 dues are different or dates. So can I give him an average date on this average due date, make me the payment? So these are the uses of average due date. Now some steps and all I have given for mind map, but the best way is to solve one problem and see. There is no T format account in this chapter what you have to prepare. Okay, so let us start with this. And average due date we are also going to use. This is like इसको अब भी 5 स्टार खिलाओ, ये सबसे ज्यादा आता है, बिल्स पेबल, बिल्स पेबल। ओके, because we are dealing with bills and due dates, we should know some basic rules which what I am reading you must have studied in bills of exchange or in negotiable instruments in law also. When period of the bill is stated in days, do it in days. Huh? In months, in months. Calculation should be in months. For example, if a bill is drawn on 15th of January, 3 months. So if it is in months, 15th Jan, 15th Feb, 15th March, 15th April. And 3 days of grace are added. I hope all of you know negotiable instruments rule that 3 days of grace are added. So what will be the due date of this bill? 18th April. Had it been 15th April and 90 days, then you have to calculate days. And for that, have you studied like this? What am I doing? Is it clear to you? Yes? January, February, March. So some months have 31 days, 30 days. Leap year has 29 days. February has 28 days. You have to calculate in days. I'll teach you how to calculate that also. Right from scratch we are doing. But you remember, if it is in days, do it in days. If it is in months, do it in months. And add 3 days of grace. Listen, all of you. Sometimes in exam they are specifically saying solve average due date problem. Bracket में लिख देते हैं ignore grace days. So don't take grace days. Generally we allow due date के बाद 3 days grace. Like 15th was no, so 16th, 17th, 18th. The third day will be the due date. If due date falls on day which is a public holiday, the due date shall be prescribed business day, and if the preceding day is also a public holiday, it will be taken still preceding day. Okay, so you know, if it is like 26th of January, so then you take 25th of January. If 25th is also holiday, you take 24th. But if it is a sudden holiday, then you take the next day. I hope you are getting. Suddenly some holidays are declared, no, so many times. Then you take it as next day. If the maturity falls on an emergency holiday, then the next day. So you have to, why these days and dates and all? Because if the due date is 15th August, we all know 15th August is a holiday, take it as 14th August. In case of term bill, it is customary to allow 3 days of grace. Yes, and average due date is sum of digits. ये formula कहाँ use होगा? With the concept I will teach you. So many things I have jumped purposely in this explanation. That I'll tell you later. ये सब बाद में करेंगे. Let us do transactions, simple problems for average due date, where one party is involved. Single party is involved. Different kind of problems are there. Two parties means I'll do bills, receivables and all. And when repayment is in installment and then partnership. So abhi to single party problems I am teaching. Yes. Chalo. Let us take up some simple problems so that you do good practice at the base level itself. Okay, let us take up the first problem. Problem number 1. Calculate average due date. Now see, here it is 3 months, here it is 60 days. So where months say you take months, where days are there you take days. Okay. This chapter needs a different kind of the mindset, mathematical mindset you can say. New chapter शुरू करेंगे. All right. Average due date we are doing. Average due date. Problem number 1. Simple problems where one type we can write method 1. Where only one party is involved. No, one party is involved. Chalo, you'll have to take down the figures please from the screen. I mean, say from your book, you have all got the material and all. Date of the bill, term, amount, due date. You can skip writing this due date and term and all, but amount तो लिखना ही पड़ेगा. Date of the bill, term एक काम करते हैं ना, इसको due date यहाँ कर लेंगे so that we get the amount and product. Date of the bill, term. So with this help quickly we will get due date, number of days from base date. ऐसे पूरा heading लिखो. Number of days from base date and product. Please keep patience. 1 or 2 problems are over. You will understand what concept, what formula we are doing. Date of the bill, term, due date, number of the days, amount. Number of the days, amount, and then product. Amount and then product. Number of the days from the base date. चलो शुरू करते हैं साथ में date of the bill. 1 second. Yeah. Date of the bill, first one is 10th August 19. 10th August 19. Any doubt you have, you please ask me in making the column. This is your first problem. So, ध्यान से करो आप लोग सब. Learn the way. In this problem, learn the way. 10th August 19. 23rd October 19, 4th of December 19, just take down very carefully. 14th of January 19 and 8th of March 19. And this is 3 months, 60 days, 2 months, again 60 days, 2 months. ठीक है? चलो. Due date 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, 2,000, 3,000. Oh sorry, due date and all तो amount के कॉलम में amount लिखना था, मैंने गलत कॉलम में लिख दिया. Write it in the amount column please. कॉपी करना ही नहीं आता हमको. गलत कॉपी कर लिया हमने. Yes. Now I am calculating due date. Let us calculate it together. 10th August. August से 3 months. September, October, November. So November 19 is fixed. And now 10th November 10-11. November is fixed. I hope you all are getting 8 plus 3 months is November 19 and 10th November में 3 days grace 11, 12, 13th. So 13th November is the due date. Now 23rd October, say you have to take 60 days. Yes. So take 60 days from 23rd October. So October में how many days are there? I am doing here working note 1. आप लोग भी लिखोगे एग्जाम में. यू कैन डू डायरेक्टली बट अभी आप लर्निंग स्टेज में है तो लिखो 31 minus 23. So how many days I will take for October? 8. Are you all getting or not? 23rd October to 31st. How many days are there? 8 days of October. 30 days of November. So 38 days हो गए. And total how many days you want? 60. 22 days of the December. October, November, December. Check करो clear है या नहीं? Yes. 30, 38, 48, 58, 60 days. 8 days of October, 30 days of November, 22nd December, and 3 days of grace. 3 days of grace. So 25th December is the due date and it is holiday. Sometimes they give holiday list, sometimes you should know. So you will take 24th December as the date. कुछ doubt है तो पूछो. 24th December as the date. Anyone in the class wants me to repeat or clear? It's very easy, I'm telling you. Don't leave this. 5 marks is in your pocket और घूम के वही मटेरियल के प्रॉब्लम ही आते हैं. सेम, इसमें कोई क्रिएटिविटी नहीं है. नेक्स्ट इज तो ओरली 4/12. So 2 months. 4th January, 4th February, and 3 days of grace. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. So date में तो हो गया 3 days grace. Now 2 months. So January and February 19. 7th of February 20. Sorry, 20. Now 14th January 2020. This is next year. Sorry, I wrote wrong dates. 14th January says 60 days. January, how many days are there? 31. 31 minus 14. How many days are left in January? 17 days of January. 28 days of February. 17 plus 28. 45 and 15 days of March. This total I want 60 days. Are you all getting or not? 14th January you started. So January के 17 days, February के 28 days, March के 15 days if you do, total 60 days are over. But plus 3 days grace. So 18th January, February, write the way I am writing. I'll not make you write so detailed. You are in the concept gripping problem. इतने easy problem नहीं आते. इसमें और interest भी I will teach you. January, February, March. Plus 3 days grace. 18th March is the due date. 18th March 20 is the due date. 14 January से 60 days कब खत्म हो रहे हैं? 18th March. Next, 8th March. 8th March से 2 months, so it's a very easy. 8th March से 3 days grace, 9th, 10th, 11th March. And March के बाद April, April के बाद May. So 11th May 2020. I'm going very slow in the first problem. If you have any doubt in due days calculation, message me. Then I will go to the next step. किसी को डाउट है ड्यू डेट में तो पूछो. Yes, chalo. Let us take up now the next portion. Any one of the so many due dates, you have to pay me money. So any one of the due date you can take as base date. Preferably we should take lower date as the base date. Any one of the due date you can take as base date. Preferably take lower. I hope you are enjoying the procedure. अब ऐसे करो वैसे करो. I don't guide you like this in other chapters. Now, From base date to next due date, can we calculate how many days are there? 13th to 24th. 13th को छोड़ दो. I'll teach you. 13th to 24th कैसे calculate करना है देख लो. 13, 11, 19 to 24, 12, 19. Listen all of you. Don't do it orally. Today, at least for today, do it in writing. 13th को छोड़ दो. So in November, how many days are there? 30 minus 13. 17 days of November. Plus December का due date also you should take. Due date भी लेना है. 24 days of December. So 17 plus 24. 41 days. Take a pause and tell me. Don't copy from the screen if it is not clear. पूछो क्या doubt है? 13, 11 to 30th of November, 17 days. And December 24 days, 41 days. 41 days. Again, can we calculate base date to 7th of February? Again, I'll do like this. 13, 11, 19 to 7th of February. I'll give you time. जब grip आ जाएगा, I will say do it in calculator. नवंबर के 17 डेज, दिसंबर के 31, जनवरी के 31, फरवरी के 7. 17 plus 31 plus 31 plus 7. 86. 86. ठीक है, सबको क्लियर है? 86. So like this you have to do. Can we take down 13 base date to the due date? Base date to the due date. So this is 41. This is 86. Chalo, now can we write it here? Because we know November के कितने दिन हैं? You all know how many days of November? 17. December 31. January 31. February 28. March 18. So you can write इसको थोड़ा number of days को next time make it little bigger. 17 plus 31 plus 31 plus 28 plus 18. 125 days. 125 days. Next. 18th मई तक करना है. 17 फिर दिसंबर, फिर जनवरी, फिर फरवरी, फिर मार्च, फिर अप्रैल और फिर 11th मई. Ma'am, can we do it in calculator? Yes, you can, dear students. But promise me, as a teacher, I know till where I have to make you right. अगर मैंने इतने तक लिखा है, आप भी लिखो. There's a reason. जब 4 बार लिखते हो ग्रिप आ गया. Now you can do oral. 17th November, December 31 plus January 31 plus February 28, March 31, April 30, May 11. 179. 179. Now, number of days multiplied by amount, you will get the product. So base date is 0. So 0 into amount is 0. 41 into 5,000. 2,05,000. 86 into 4,000. 344. Put it in memory also. Now 125 days into 2,000. 2,50,000. 179 days into 3,000. 5,37,000. How much you all are getting total? Do the total. 2,05,000 plus 3,44,000 plus 250 plus 537. 13,36,000 is the total of the product. And total of amount also you do 6,000 plus 5,000 plus 4,000 plus 2,000 plus 3,000. 20,000. 2 मिनट पॉज लेके बोलो कोई डाउट है? मैम इतना टाइम लगेगा फाइनल मार्क्स के लिए? नो नो, इट्स गोइंग टू बी वेरी इजी. इट विल कम बाय टुमारो, बाय डे आफ्टर टुमारो. स्पीड आ जाएगा. अभी तो करो. आप मंथ्स, डेज सब मिला के कर रहे हो. Yes, and now we have to use the formula. Check in your books. Average due date formula is given in the beginning. Average due date का formula आपको दिया है ना starting में. Base date plus different in the products by, अच्छा, that is the bills receivable and receivable. Write down. Average due date is equal to base date plus total of product minus total of amount. What is base date? We have taken, check please all of you. Base date is 13/11, 13/11/19. What is the total of the product you have got now? 13,36,000. Total of amount is 20,000. Correct. 13,36,000 divided by 20,000. How much you are getting? 66.8. So can we add 67 days to the base date, and that will be such an average date when neither of the parties. See, all so many due dates are there. You've calculated, no? 13, 24, 7, 2. So some mean date we should get. So 13,36,000 divide by 20,000. 67 days from the base date. 67 days from the base date. So how many days in November? 17. In December, 31. In January, how many days you will take? 67 में से निकालना है तो 67 minus 17 minus 31, 19 days of January. So due date is coming to 19th of January 2020. Some due dates are 13. आप देखो कितने सारे due dates हैं. How is the problem? Just check completely. Scroll up करो. कोई bit में doubt है तो unmute करके पूछो. Yes. Clear to all of you? Now look at the flow. Copy the date and all, calculate the due date. So many times for 5 months, due date is also given to you. Number of days from the base date, amount is given, number of days and amount if you multiply product and then apply. While calculating number of days, like 13/11 to 24/12, how did I calculate? 17 days only. So 13th को छोड़ दिया, but 24th I have taken. Is this clear to all of you? Base date and the total of the product and all is given to you. Average due date. You get. Average due date is base date, total of product. Acha, listen. Anyone may be having thought, ma'am, what will be the answer if I take 11/5/20 as the base date? Yes, you can. But 11/5 to 18/3, whatever days will come minus. 11/5 to 7/2 minus. 11/5 to 24/12 minus. So number of days minus into product, तो आपका product भी minus आएगा. And then here in the due date 11/5 minus so many days you will do. Okay. So generally, being not maths and account students, minus is not our best friend. So we are taking lower date. But कभी एग्जाम में स्पेसिफाई कर दिया टेक हाईएस्ट डेट, मैम आई तो लेफ्ट द क्वेश्चन. नो नो, हाईएस्ट डेट से नंबर ऑफ डेज माइनस आएगा. The number of days will be minus, multiplied by amount, product will be minus. In the formula also it will be minus. Clear to all of you? Right? Okay. Chalo. Next problem now. Yes. Here, for goods sold, Ashoka draws following bills on the Roy, who accepted it. Date of bill is given, date of drawing, date of acceptance. Now, last problem, one date of bill was there. Here, two dates are there. Date of drawing means drawing the bill. The date I have made the bill and given to you. Date of acceptance is you accept it. I may have made the bill on 6th of January. You will receive on 9th of January. Now the problem with this problem is 3 months I should take from 6th January or 9th January. I'll make it clear. If they say 3 months after date, you take 3 months from the date of drawing. If they say 60 days after date, 60 days from date of drawing, जिस दिन मैंने bill बनाया, you got it on 18th, no problem. I made it on 15 to 60 days. This is homework. इसको करके आना है आप सबको. 21/2. Here it is same. 2 months after sight, it's anyway same. Last one, 30 days after sight. So 30 days, you will take it from 17th March. 1 minute. Screen got stuck. One second. Yeah. Here, 14th of March is there, no? Given. Now 14th March and then 17th March, 30 days after sight means after you receive. So you are receiving it on 17th March. After sight means after acceptance. From there, 30 days will be the due date. Will you do this for sure as homework? अच्छा, बट इसमें रीबेट भी है. चलो इसको करते हैं, अभी करते हैं. Part I will do, part I will sit here and you all will do. I thought there is nothing, but I'll teach you the rebate and interest concept only. साथ में करते हैं. Problem number 2. Statement of computation of average due date. Average due date हम compute करते हैं. We can write the due date directly now. Last problem में इतना सारा कॉपी कराया आपसे, तो अब जरूरत नहीं है. Due date, amount, number of days from base date. इसको थोड़ा बड़ा बनाना है. And then product. Now only 4 columns. I am skipping writing the problem here. Amounts, if you want, you can write. 8,000 is the first amount. Now look, 3 months. Are you all checking? One hand is there on your book. You all have this problem. 3 months after date means from 6th January, 3 months. 6th February, 6th March, 6th April, and 3 days of grace. So 9th of April. 9th of April, 21 is the due date. I want to repeat 6th, 3 days of grace, 9th. And month in the January month, 3 days add karo to ye aa gaya aapka. Now, 15th February, 60 days. So 15th of February se 60 days. Yahan kar lo. 15th February. Remember, please, leap year. I hope all of you know which year is the leap year. And accordingly you have to do. So 15th of February say kitne din? 60 days. So 15th of February say 60 days. So February mein how many days are there? 28 minus 15. 13 days of February. March ke 31 days. April ke how many days you will take? 60 minus, write like this, the way I am writing this, all your working. You wanted to complete 16 days. 15th of February plus 60 days. So February ke 13 days, March ke 31. So April ke how many days you will take? 60 minus 13 minus 31. 16th April plus 3 days grace. 19th April. 19th April 21 is the due date for second bill of 9,000. Yes, you are allowed to write like this. You need not write the date of the bill and date of acceptance and tenure and all. Utna copy करने की जरूरत नहीं है 5 marks के लिए. Okay, I hope months is very easy, no? Days में थोड़ा सा you have to be careful. बस चलो. Third one. 21st February 2 months. So 21st. So 3 days. So 24th. And now February के बाद March, March के बाद April. 2 months. 24th April 2021. The due date of the bill 8,000. Next. 30 days after sight. I want all of you to write this. Working note 1 ho gaya. 2. You can write the reference later. 30 days after sight, write down because you are doing this concept for the first time. 30 days after sight means 17th March 2021 plus 30 days. Plus 30 days. So March में कितने दिन हैं? 14 days. 31 days are there, no? 31 minus 17. So 14 days of March. 14 days of March, 16 days of April, plus 3 days grace. So same 19th of April. Check and write this please if you have any doubt. Anyone not writing this is missing something very important. You should follow the notes after you see. All right. I hope you all are getting confidence in calculating due date correctly. If due date is correct, the whole problem will go wrong. Chalo, साथ में करो 15,000. Now can we do together or you all will do and tell me what is the average due date? Any date you can take. घर में ना you take other date also and check. It's very easy. Right now we'll take 9th of April as the base date. So 9 to 19, 10 days. 9 to 24, how many days? 24 minus 9. 15 days and 10 days. Base days say this, base days say this, base dates say this. Now, multiply amount into number of days. Is it, I'm literally telling you, students tell me by the end of third class, ma'am, we are able to solve average due date problem in 7 minutes and 5 marks. It's worth doing it. छोड़ना नहीं है इसको choice में. 0, 90,000. 8,000 into 15, 120, 150 into 10, 115. 8,000 into 15 तो किया, 15,000 into 10, 1,15,000. Total amount का total, product का total. 90, 120, 150, 360. 8,000, 9,000, 8,000, 15,000, 40,000. Easy? Chalo, now can we calculate average due date is equal to the base date plus sum of the product divided by sum of amount. What is your base date you all have taken? 9th of April 21. Problem is easy, but there's some rebate concept, so I am taking it. Plus sum of the product. कितना आ रहा है आपको sum of the product? 360 divided by 40,000. So 9th of April to 360 divided by 40,000. Sum of amount is coming to how much? 40,000. Okay, 9th April to 9 days. So 18th April 21 is such a beautiful. See, look at the problem. Some due date are 9th April, 19th April, 24th April. So the average date is 18th of April. If you pay me all the bills together, 40,000 rupees on 18th of April, there is no problem. But the problem is not over. Anyone is having any doubt till here, then ask please. Average due date is clear? Chalo. Now listen to one thing. पहले यहाँ देखो, ध्यान से सुनो. 4 different dates, 4 different amount you have to pay. 9th of April, 19th of April, 24th. Okay. Now what I am saying, you pay everything on 18th of April, due date. So neither I am at loss nor you are at loss. Okay. So 18th of April, if you pay me, fine. Now you are saying, okay, you are saying, Harshini is saying, ma'am, I'm going out of station, so I don't want to get delayed. Instead of 18th April, I'll pay you on 5th April and go. So if she is paying me earlier, will she expect I will give her some rebate? I hope you know every rupee lying in your drawer every day is interest is calculated on that. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं? Amount which I should get on 19th April 40,000, Harshini is paying me that amount on 5th of April only. So am I getting it earlier? Yes. Can I give her some rebate? Rebate is a kind of discount for making payment earlier. Yes. And now 18th April is the due date. Archana is saying, ma'am, I will be late. I won't be able to pay you. I will pay you on 24th of April. Okay. 6 days you pay me interest. This is what is addition in the average due date. If you pay me before time, rebate. I will give you rebate. Rebate means I will not give you interest. Anyhow, you have to make payment, no? Pay little less because you are making the payment prior to the due date. I'll give you rebate like discount. If you pay late, I will charge interest. Is this concept clear? Come back to the problem and let us read next part now. 18th of March, it is agreed that above bill will be withdrawn and 18th March, yeah. An acceptor will pay the whole amount lump sum 15 days ahead of the average due date. All these bills you are going to pay me 15 days ahead. And for that 1000 rebate, calculate the average due date, the amount and the date of the check. What date you will pay me 1000 rupees less 15 days ahead of the due date. So can we calculate this? वैसे लेट हो रहा है उनका. I'm not able to find any solution for this screen getting stuck up many times. ठीक है चलिए. So I hope you read the bit in the problem. Now over to your notebook. 18th April is the due date. If payment, write down. If payment is made 15 days prior to due date, date of check, they have asked you date of check. 18th April 21 minus 15 days. So what will be the due date? 3rd of April 21. Amount of check. How much money you will pay me? 40,000 minus 1,000, 39,000. अच्छे से करो, कोई डाउट है तो पूछो. Nice and clear to all of you. I'll teach you, you can calculate per day's rebate also, how much it will be. Not required. This time they have given you the amount. Yes. Same way if you make payment late, you have to pay interest. Okay. One second. So that's all for this problem. Now in this chapter, don't expect me that I will do each and every problem in the class. At least now, can you calculate and come the average due date for the very next two problems? Yes, I'm reading, I'm giving you all the hint. Manmohan has accepted the bill draw from Somnath and 4,000, 1 second. Yeah, 4,000 for 4 months. 16th March, 5,000 for 3 months, 6,017. He wants to pay all the bills in single day. Find out due date. Interest is charged and Manmohan saves 150 by way of interest. Find out the date on which he will save 150. This part I will teach. But at least the date of the bill 8th March and then due date. 8th March, say 4 months. So 8th means 11th, date to fix there. March say 4 months, April, May, June, July. So 11th July is the due date, then number of days. I will not do this problem due date. I will ask you in tomorrow's class. Okay? So please cooperate. We are taking more problems with variety. So at least average due date. If you feel no ma'am, we are not confident, 10 minutes, I will take extra now and complete as you say. So third problem, average due date, you have to calculate and leave 2-3 lines. Same way, fourth problem. This has already come twice in the exam. 2 star. 2 बार सेम प्रॉब्लम आ चुका है. Shahrukh accepted a bill, pay bill to Salman, and it was agreed that these bills are withdrawn and Shahrukh is deciding to pay with new bill. This all story I will explain. Interval ke baad. Can you calculate simply average due date? 10th April se 4 months. So 10th means 11, 12, 13th. 13th April se 4 months. April के बाद May, June, July, August. हो गया. 13th August. Like that, calculate the due dates. Take. Oh, sorry. Miss किया हमने. Ignore grace days. So 10th ही रहेगा. 10th April to 4 months. May, June, July, August. 10th August. Like that. Okay. So 4th and 5th problem is homework, and tomorrow I will explain along with this some more rebate and interest concept. Okay. As I close this problem, no, just go back. I'll tell you tomorrow to bills receivable, bills payable, nice problems in tomorrow's class. Just go back to the theory on the first page. Are the uses clear to you? This is all first variety of the problem what we are taking. Yeah, here. Selection of such a date, first date or due date of transaction you can do while ascertaining number of days between base date and due date. Ignore the first date but include the last day. Are we doing? 13 September है तो 13 को छोड़ दे रहे 14 से, but 4th March तक है तो we are taking 4 days in March. If due date is in fraction rounded of 67.8 days, so 68 days. Amount is paid before due date, rebate is given. If it is late, interest is charged. And when it is sale of the goods to each other on different dates, this I'll explain. Sale का problem मैंने नहीं किया है अभी. Even installments, many formulas. Okay, now check the steps. Now are the steps clear or not as we close? These steps. Calculate the due date by adding the date, due date, and to the selected date. Select one of the due date as base date. Any due date may be taken. Preferably we should take the first due date. Calculate the number of days, multiply amount, add each amount and the product, and then apply this formula. Average due date is base date plus sum of the product divided by sum of the amount. All clear to all of you? Are you enjoying this topic or not on a very lighter note with all that technical ones, the all analysis, you know, BRS, rectification. Abhi last हमने क्या किया? Inventory, depreciation. Lot of analytical skills are required. Analysis तो है, that's what is professionalism. But this is like super easy. And when you do the homework tomorrow, 3rd and 4th problem, tell me the duration. Ma'am, I could calculate average due date in 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7. ये stopwatch लगाओ, talk with your subconscious mind. You all know how we talk with others. That is the way it all happens. हाँ? बोलते हैं ना words सोच के बोलना, वो सब जगह यूनिवर्स में ब्रह्मास्त्र और सब जगह क्या चलता है तथास्तु, तो वैसा ही ये है. This is the same way. You say to yourself, I have seen so slow students who are not able to do the problem in half an hour, they are able to do it. I've literally seen this. The changes in the students I'm saying. Say to yourself, ma'am, I did it in 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes. When you accept and you say you come down, you come down. Okay? So with this motivation that you will write, use stopwatch to write all the durations for practice. We are closing the class. कुछ doubt है और कुछ? No? Read and come will give you booster notes for also this. Thank you so much. Bye bye all of you.